video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. It's the night before the big game. That's exactly where we are at this point in time. Reggae Boyz fans, good evening. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone are doing well, and welcome to Reggaeboyz Commentary. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video on this channel. Really appreciate it. So, Jamaica against Qatar. Jamaica has never faced Qatar at the senior level before. They've never ever faced each other before at the senior level. The only time that both teams have faced each other came at the Under-17 FIFA World Cup in 1999 in New Zealand. On that occasion, Qatar defeated Jamaica by 4-0. That was the only time that both teams collided. The only other occasions where Qatar and Jamaica have had some sort of link is in track and field. Jamaican athletes competed at the World Championships in Doha in 2019. That's something that basically has a link to Jamaica. But apart from that, there's not many links between Jamaica and Qatar. Not a lot. The match time is 10 o'clock Jamaica time. That's kickoff leading into this encounter. So that's where we are in this particular occasion. Jamaica has not kept a clean sheet since October 2021. The last time Jamaica kept a clean sheet came in a 2-0 victory over Honduras. That came in World Cup qualifiers. Prior to that, Jamaica's other clean sheet came in a 0-0 draw against Canada. However, the last time Jamaica won a game was June earlier this year, defeating Suriname 3-1 at the National Stadium. From Qatar's side of things, Qatar only lost once this calendar year. That came in an unofficial friendly against Linfield, which is basically a club in Northern Ireland. They lost 1-0. That game was played in Marbella in Spain. Apart from that, Qatar has had good results. They defeated Bulgaria 2-1. They drew 0-0 with Slovenia. They drew 2-2 with Antwerp. They drew 0-0 with Mallorca. They defeated Udinese 2-1. They drew 0-0 with Lazio and Fiorentina. They drew 2-2 with Morocco. They defeated Ghana 2-1, and now they face the Jamaican team. Qatar will also face Damanzia, which is a Slovakian-based club, and that game will be also in this sort of window. They'll play Canada in a friendly match, which will also be in Austria, and that game will be on September 23rd, and they'll play Chile on the 27th. And as we know in the World Cup, Qatar will face Ecuador, Senegal, and the Netherlands. Those are the 3 games that Qatar will face in the group stages in the World Cup. Before we look at how Jamaica will break down for this encounter, let's have a look at the FIFA rankings to see where both teams lie in the grand scheme of things. So from the Qatari perspective, let's see where they are, where they match up in CONCACAF. Well, in Asia, I should say. Qatar are ranked 48th in the world. 48th in the world. Iran are the highest ranked Asian team right now at 22nd in the world, followed by Japan at 24th, South Korea 28th, Australia 39th, Qatar 48th, Saudi Arabia 53rd, United Arab Emirates 69, Iraq 70th, Oman 75, Uzbekistan 77, China 78, Bahrain 85, Jordan 89, Syria 89, Palestine 94, Kyrgyzstan 95, Vietnam 97, and Lebanon 100. So Qatar are the fifth highest ranked Asian team. The fifth highest ranked Asian team. They're 48th in the world. And just a reminder as to where Jamaica are right now. Jamaica, at this point in time, 62nd in the world. Jamaica, at this point in time, 62nd in the world. Jamaica, right now, are 6th in CONCACAF. Jamaica are led by Mexico at 12, USA 14, Costa Rica 34th, Canada 43rd, Panama 61st. Mexico, USA, Canada, Costa Rica are at the World Cup. Panama are 61st. Jamaica 62nd, El Salvador 71st, Honduras 80th, Curacao 84th, Haiti 88th, Trinidad and Tobago 101, Guatemala 118, Antigua 132, Nicaragua 139, St. Kitts 140, Suriname 143, Domrep 151, Barbados 166, Cuba 167, Bermuda 168, Puerto Rico 170, Grenada 171, Guyana 172, St. Lucia 173, Belize 175, Montserrat 178, St. Vincent 179, Dominica 185, Cayman 196, Aruba 202, Bahamas 203, Turks and Caicos Islands 206, US Virgin Islands 208, British Virgin Islands 209, Anguilla 210 in the world. So that is where Jamaica lies. 62nd in the world, that puts them 6th within the CONCACAF region. So that gives you everything that you need to know right there. Qatar have a mixture of players. Yes, their players ply their trade domestically in Qatar at clubs like Al Sadd and Al Gharafa and Al Duhail. But when I mean a mixed squad, they are players that were born overseas. Think about centre back Roro. He was born in Portugal. Roro was born in Portugal, but he represents Qatar. Yeah, he was born in Portugal to Cape Verdean descent, but in around 2011 thereabouts, he moved to Qatar, gained citizenship, and eventually donned the colors for Qatar. Think about Musab Kader, born in Sudan. That's a right back. Players who were born in Brazil, players who were born in Portugal, players who were born in Iraq, players who were born in Portugal, players who were also, as well, born in Qatar, but to other ethnicities. So parents that were born in Tanzania, Yemen, but represent Qatar. They also have players that were born in Egypt. They also have players that were born in Ghana. And also their captain is one of the most crucial players on the team, Hassan Al-Haidos. Yeah, he was born in Doha, Qatar, and he will be such a critical component towards this team in the competition. Players who were born in Sudan as well. So it is quite a mixed squad. Quite a mixed squad. Players born in Doha. A lot of the squad actually were born in Doha. Quite a number of members in the squad were born in Doha. And we'll see how things map out there. Has anyone here been to Qatar? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I passed by there last year. Nice country. I can say that I've been to Qatar. But from a Jamaican perspective, All players are available for selection for this encounter in particular. So, how should the Jamaican team line up? I see the comments and I will be getting to them quite shortly. And then from there, we can give your thoughts about shape, formation, system, style, and all of those factors. So that's exactly what we'll do. All right. So this is how the Qatar team will line up. 3-5-2, more or less. That is how they'll line up for this encounter. How should the Jamaican team line up? Well, I'll give you my thoughts, and then we take it from there. How does that sound? Sounds realistic? That we can do that? Well, let's do it, shall we? So, of course, Qatar in that burgundy, purple. Jamaica with the yellow ones. This is how I expect the Jamaican team, what I hope the Jamaican team to line up. So I've gone with a 4-3-3 for Jamaica and a 3-5-2 for the Qatar team. Let's enter in names before we do a breakdown. Go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Two more to go. All right. So I've gone with a 4-3-3 from a Jamaican perspective, or if you want to look at it, you could also say 4-2-3-1, whichever way you want to look at it, but I like to look at it as a 4-3-3. Okay, so Qatar like to use a 3-5-2 shape. Will they use it against the Jamaicans? Possibly. So let's look at firstly the benefits of a 3-5-2 formation. All right. The 3-5-2 offers more flexibility because of more attacking players and a strong defense when the team is not in possession of the ball. In a 3-5-2 formation, the players also have to exhibit more diverse qualities as the roles keep changing per the situation of the game. So this is something to bear in mind here. And I'll go in depth in terms of the strengths of that 3-5-2 sort of system, and we can break it down and look at what it means and how we can basically thrive, how this can go. Right? So 3-5-2. Many teams have used the 3-5-2 formation and it has worked quite well. So let's get right into the matter. All right. So in a 3-5-2, having 5 players in the midfield increases the chances of the team to dominate possession, which leads to better goal scoring opportunities and decreases the possibility of scoring for the opposing team. As there are 2 wing backs pushed up the field, this formation effectively has 4 strikers, you could say, in the attacking phase when the team has possession of the ball. Conversely, when the team does not have possession, the wing backs can fall back and join the defense. This gives a near impenetrable 5-player defense wall to the team, making it one of the most dependable formations. So centrally it's difficult. The 2 striker setup here is the same that can be used in a 4-4-2, but in the 3-5-2 the team has that ability to be solid defensively. So if you look at it here, in a 3-5-2, the benefits of a 3-5-2 is that it covers more space horizontally. And horizontally, of course, meaning across. So it's more difficult to press. So when the players come, it's difficult to press a back three. Much more difficult to press with a back three. You can expect man marking, and you would have the numbers right here. So it's difficult to press in that sort of system. So that's ideally one of the challenges that the Jamaican team could face against the Qatar team. But is there anything for the Jamaican team to make note of? Well, the biggest challenge a team can face with a 3-5-2 is when there's a single forward and the two strikers have no choice but to mark one opposing player. As this formation has the necessity to defense block to work as a unit, the defenders have to exhibit the roles of both centre backs and full backs of a traditional setup. This is one of the biggest reasons teams struggle with implementing this strategy. So 3-5-2, to some it's complicated, but you just need to get it right. Yeah, get it right. So what are the benefits for the Jamaican team? So when you have that back three, you're defensively narrow. So what does that mean? That there will be space in the wider areas to exploit. So the Jamaican team will be able to exploit these spaces out wide as the central area will be clogged. So this area right here will be clogged. So what is needed? Well, quite simply, it's going to be imperative that the Jamaican team utilizes the cross as well, so that Chong, Fletcher be able to whip crosses into the box for Brown to sink into the back of the net. That's something that's going to be critical from the Jamaican side of things. Extremely critical. Yeah, so that's something we have to pay special attention to there. What else can we make note of? Well, let's have a look at this. As a result of this right here, the middle is congested. And when you have Chong and Fletcher in these areas and Brown in this sort of vicinity, Trayvon Reed is not going to get the space he needs to come into these pockets. So what will he need to do? He's going to need to have good distribution, effective distribution towards Chong, towards Fletcher, towards Brown, to ensure that he can find those penetrative crosses into the box. The wide balls will be critical. And behind him, well, put it this way. These two are going to be critical because they have to protect not only the back line, but look after Reed as well, because Reed is an individual that will be targeted. He's going to be targeted. This man will be targeted right there. Immensely targeted. So that's something to bear in mind. What about Damani Ozzy? What is his role in this? Well, with Damani, he's a forward-thinking player. And in situations where Fletcher is under pressure, Ozzy can overlap. And possession goes from Fletcher towards Ozzy. So that's something to pay special attention to. Fletcher to Ozzy. because Damani Ozzy has the ability, has the pace, the strength to be able to do that. So that is why he will be critical as well. In the defense, Mariappa, he has a role on his hands. He will need to ensure that his backline is protected. And this man, Richard King, will be needed to have another good game as well. It will be critical. Ricardo Thomas can also look for Chung. Chung looks for Brown. Brown, if he's deep, looks for Reed. Reed looks for Fletcher. I know it looks like a lot of lines on the screen, but this is the responsibility needed. This is what is needed to ensure that it's a good product in things. It's going to be critical. It's going to be important that this works out to a T. What sub can the Jamaican team look at? Well, let's remove some of these lines to clean it up a bit. So, a player that will be waiting on the sidelines is Colorado Murray. Colorado, I expect to come in for Brown at some point. And Murray will be looking for these pockets. And if he's able to find these pockets, to find Chung, to find Fletcher, to find Ozzy, then Jamaica can have more goal-scoring opportunities than they did quite earlier. So that's something to bear in mind. So, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, Reggae Boyz fans, about this? What are your thoughts about the matchup? What are your thoughts about the tactical breakdown that I had? Give me your thoughts about it, and we will take it from there. And you can let me know how this affects everything, really. Let's take your comments and we press forward. Poet Antonia Valer. Hey, Christina, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Blessings to all. Ian Campbell says, bless up, Simon. Bless up. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Let's get the likes up as well, people. Let's ensure that we do that. What time is the game tomorrow? The game is at 10 a.m. Jamaica time. Eastern time would be 11 a.m. Good evening, Simon. Good evening, Timur Peterkin. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope all is well from your perspective. But yeah, it's good to know that most things are under control. So, yeah. Most things under control. Yeah, I rate Nicoy Christian. I just don't think he's going to start. But of course, I do rate him. 100% I rate him. I do rate him, honestly. I really, really do, honestly. I support my country to the max. Absolutely. Thomas at left back is not good. 4-0 versus Canada, 6-0 Catalonia, 3-0 versus Morocco. Well, this will be his last chance to end that sort of run. This will be the chance. This is going to be the crucial chance to end it. And hopefully he does. Greetings, Echo Reeks. Greetings. How are you doing? Well? Win, lose, or draw? All right. So, Reggae Boyz fans, we're going to take a quick intermission break and we'll be back with lots more. This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Alrighty, we're back again. And we look, and on your screen right now, you will see Qatar's record in terms of their form from 2021 onwards, and you will see exactly, basically, the run that they've had in a sense. So let's have a look at it, and you all can give me your thoughts about it. And we can just move forward with that. And you let me know how you feel about it. Icarix watch advertisement. It's a good look, Simon. Yep, you guys know exactly what to do. So this is Qatar's record in terms of the way that they've done. The True Global, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, if you want your business advertised on Reggaeboyz Commentary, then you send a private message to Reggaeboyz Commentary's Instagram account. So this is where we are right now. With Qatar's record. So as you can see, Qatar had a good run at the Gold Cup. They're eliminated at the semi-finals. They had a couple of friendlies where they fell, lost to Serbia, lost to Portugal. And also fell 1-1 to Luxembourg. Portugal was a 3-0 defeat. Republic of Ireland a 4-0 loss. Serbia a 4-0 loss. Azerbaijan a 2-2 draw. They defeated Bahrain 1-0. Defeated Oman 2-1. Defeated Iraq 3-0. Defeated UAE 5-0. They lost 2-1 to Algeria in the semi-finals. And in the third place playoff, they defeated Egypt 5-4 on penalties after a 0-0 scoreline. 2022, like I said, they defeated Bulgaria to start the year. So 3 wins to start this calendar year. They've been really, really, really keeping things under radar in terms of their performances. And basically, they're hoping that the team can make progress. And in addition to that, they'll be able to do what almost every other host nation has done in World Cup history, and that is to advance to the second round of the competition. So every host nation, except South Africa in 2010, has advanced beyond the group stages of the World Cup. So they'll be hoping to ensure that they're not part of that statistic with South Africa. Russia, 2018, went to the quarterfinals. Brazil, 2014, they finished 4th. South Africa 2010, drop out first round. Germany 2006, they came 3rd. Japan and South Korea 2002, Japan made it to the round of 16 before losing to Turkey. Yeah, it was Turkey, It was Turkey. And South Korea finished 4th in the tournament, as we know. And guess who they lost to? Turkey. 1998, France won it. 1994, USA went to the second round. 1990, the World Cup was in Italy. And Italy came 3rd. Mexico, 86. Mexico went to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. 82 was in Spain. Spain went to the second stage. 78 was Argentina. Argentina won it. 74 was in Germany, and Germany won it. 70 was in Mexico. Mexico went to the quarterfinals. 66 was in England, and the big side win it. 62 was in Chile. Chile came third. 1958 was in Sweden. Sweden came second. 1954 was in Switzerland. Switzerland went far. 1950 was in Brazil. Brazil came second. 1938 was in France. France went beyond the first round. 1934, Italy. Italy won it. 1930 was Uruguay, and Uruguay won it. So yeah, that's basically how things mapped out in that perspective. So yeah, everything kind of panned out quite well, you could say. So delighted that the runs that they've had. So, and in another video, we'll touch on like the World Cup group predictions and so on and so forth, and look at predictions for the World Cup. So we'll work on that as well and ensure that that is good. Qatar plays the ball on the ground and they're quick in transitions. Yes, that is correct, Iko. They are very, very quick on transitions. So that is something that we can expect from them. We can be absolutely sure about that. They're very, very quick on transitions. They're very, very quick on transitions. Jamaica, we know we like that 4-3-3 formation. So what are some elements that we need to make note about? What are those elements that we really, really have to focus on? You know, like the strengths of it. Well, one of the key benefits of the 4-3-3 is that essentially it allows teams to press the opposition defense high up the pitch in the final third. And it's the purpose that makes it a favorite formation of someone like, what Jurgen Klopp has been doing at Liverpool, especially the gegenpressing strategy. A huge amount of pressing work will be completed by that forward three, forcing the opposition into making mistakes that can be capitalized upon. But the front three aren't the only creative outlets within that setup. The midfield three doesn't just cut out the opposition passes that make it through to them and provide cover to the back four. They also look to dominate possession in central areas and progress the ball forward. And a variety of passing angles can be created using this shape, allowing for the development of that pass style football. Alternative attacking routes can also be used and offered by the fullbacks or wingbacks, fullbacks, who within the system will often push forward past the central midfield three to offer width in offensive areas with the overlapping runs. And of course, we've seen this with Trent and also with Andy Robertson as well. But it's only possible because of the defensive protection and opportunities for passing provided by that central midfield three. So it really, really is a system that is going to be, it's needed. It has to be performed exquisitely. But what are some of the limitations of the 4-3-3? Well, it can sometimes leave teams lacking slightly in defensive areas, particularly if their fullbacks push high up. This is particularly true in the event of opposition counterattacks, which can be especially dangerous if a team is playing a high defensive line. An example can be seen when Liverpool took on that Aston Villa team and that 7-2 victory for Aston Villa. Fitness is also key here. If players aren't fit enough to press properly, it can be difficult to make a 4-3-3 system work, as they may be particularly susceptible when against quick counterattacks. Fullbacks and central midfielders must have particularly high energy and stamina levels, as their job involves lots of movement up and down the pitch. There's an important element also of discipline involved in the fullback's role as well, as if this area of the pitch is your weakest, a 4-3-3 isn't the best formation for you. This conforms to a more general rule, which is that this formation can produce an over-reliance on top quality players in key areas of the pitch, such as a central defensive midfielder. However, in recent years, teams who have world-class individuals in those areas, international and club-wise, use 4-3-3 to get the best out of them. So that's basically the 4-3-3 in a nutshell. Our downfall as Jamaica is that we lose our composure and concentration. Concentration is something that we need to work on, yes, so that conceding late goals does not become a habit for Jamaica. And when I mean late goals, I'm not talking about 89th minutes as well. I'm talking about whether it's at the end of the first half or second half. So that's something to progress. Remember, Mexico equalized against Jamaica in the 3rd minute of first half stoppage time. Literally before the halftime whistle, Luis Romo equalized for the Mexican team. Yeah. Suriname against Jamaica in Paramaribo. Suriname scored in the 84th minute. Right? The Catalonia fixture. Jamaica conceded the 4th goal on the stroke of halftime, and the 6th goal in the 88th minute. The game against the Canadians. Jamaica conceded in the 44th minute against Canada, the 82nd minute against Canada, and also the 88th minute against Canada. So there you go. There you go. That tells you what you need to know. Panama against Jamaica in Panama. Panama scored in the 43rd minute, the 69th minute. Mexico against Jamaica. Mexico scored in the 81st and 83rd minute. Peru scored their 3rd goal against Jamaica in the 82nd minute. So scoring late goals. The El Salvador game, El Salvador equalized in the 90th minute. Very sad. Of course, that first game in the qualifiers against Mexico in September last year. Mexico scored in the 89th minute. So late goals has been something with us. Late goals are an aspect that needs to be avoided. Late goals is a habit that needs to be curbed. This is something that cannot persist any longer. We can't afford to do this. So yeah. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Qatar's head coach. That's Felix Sanchez. Felix Sanchez is a 46-year-old Spaniard who was born in Barcelona. He's had some time working as well at FC Barcelona. He was their youth team coach from 1996 to 2006. After that time, he joined Aspire Academy. What is Aspire Academy? Well, Aspire Academy is a sports academy which was founded in 2004 in Doha, Qatar. It was founded with the goal to scout and help develop Qatari athletes, including football players, while also providing them with secondary school institution. As it relates to the football part of Aspire Academy, all the coaches involved in this system are from FC Barcelona, Spain. And from 2006 to 2013, Felix Sanchez was the head coach of the Aspire Academy. In 2013, he was appointed coach of Qatar's under-19 team following their under-19 win in the Asia Cup. He was their under-19 coach from 2013 to 2017. From 2017 to 2020, he was the head coach of their under-23 team. Yeah, quite some time, eh? Sanchez also led Qatar to the Asia Cup title for the first time in 2019, having won all 3 matches in the group stage and knockout stages, including a 3-1 win over Japan in the final. Scored 19 times and conceded only once. In May of that year, he signed a new contract until the 2022 World Cup. Weeks later, the team were invitees to Copa America in Brazil in 2019 and were knocked out in the group stages. Qatar, in that particular tournament in Copa America, they drew 2-2 with Paraguay, they lost 1-0 to Colombia, and they lost 2-0 to Argentina. Qatar were also invitees, as we know, to the Gold Cup in the USA, and they were lost and they fell at the semi-final stage. At the end of the year, they made it to the semi-finals of the inaugural FIFA Arab Cup on home turf, and they finished third. So quite a decent resume that coach Felix Sanchez has built up in his time as head coach of the Qatari national team. I don't think you can argue with the success that he has garnered at this point in time. It has been good. It has been one of note, a special one, that is. A lot of eyes will certainly be on Hassan Al Haidos, who has scored 33 goals for his country. The record is 42, but all eyes will be ensuring that he moves further in that sort of accolade and press forward. He plays for Al Sadd Sports Club, which is located in Doha. He's had decent seasons at the club. His best ever season at the club came in the 2015-2016 season, where he scored 16 goals in 31 appearances. For his country, 33 goals in 163 caps. He scored key goals against Iraq, Panama, Oman, Azerbaijan, Costa Rica, United Arab Emirates, UAE, Iran, Iceland, Ecuador, Palestine, Bahrain, Curaçao, Turkmenistan, South Korea, Syria, South Korea, Thailand, Hong Kong, Bhutan, Singapore, Oman, Uzbekistan, Yemen, and Libya. Key player to watch for the Qatari outfit. Tactically, we have not found a system. And the truth is that this is an area that needs to be worked out. You would say that this is an area that needs to be fixed, solved, something that needs to be really, really looked on quite intently. Jamaica needs to have a system. Jamaica needs to think about how they can be able to work on this element. It's something to consider. It really, really is something to consider. Honestly. It's imperative. So that's something for us to mesh our minds into. So it's important. But what system do you think is good for Jamaica? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about it. What system do you think is the best one for Jamaica? Let me know your thoughts. Who do you think that the Reggae Boys should line up? Let me know. How do you personally feel that the Reggae Boys should line up? Do you think that the Reggae Boys should line up? How do you think it should be? Let me know how you feel. Four 433 352 343 334 which is basically a 532. 4141 4222 4411. Oh, it's Spain did at Euro 2012. 460. 460. It's going to be a tough game for Jamaica, says Mr. Galaxy. Big up everybody. Yeah, it is. But tough does not mean that it's going to be a walk in the park for the Qatar team. Not at all. Not at all. So that's something there. And if you guys haven't already, I encourage you as well to check out the video interview that was done today with Darren Mattox. Darren Mattox opened his heart, basically spoke about returning to the national fold, speaking about the challenges that he faced when he went to Sudan, and spoke about basically his love for his country, the desire to returning back to the fold, the focus and the willingness to be able to play consistently. That's his goal. So I encourage you to check out that interview, comment on it, like the video, and let me know your thoughts about it. Let me know how you feel about it. Yep. Let me know how you feel about it. And any questions you guys have, utilize the comments below to be able to answer those questions. And then we take it from there. And we also will provide some updates from you with what has been happening overseas. Yes, I'm sure you all are aware that we had one of our own play, well, his team play in the UEFA Europa League today. And that is Europa Conference League, and that is West Ham United. West Ham United have advanced in the Europa League today after they got the better of Danish club Viborg. Yep. They recorded a 3-0 victory. And this means that they're going to advance to the group stages of the competition. The draw is set to take place for the tournament tomorrow, and we'll know who West Ham United will play. They're in pot 1, so that means that they'll avoid Villarreal, Basel, Slavia Prague, AZ Alkmaar, Ghent, Istanbul, Başakşehir, and Partizan. So they will definitely avoid those teams within the competition. So that is out of the way. They don't have to worry about them at all. That's not something that they have to be concerned about. What about what's happening in terms of the Europa League? Well, the Europa League draw will take place tomorrow as well. The Europa League draw will take place tomorrow, and we'll see how things match up. We'll see how things progress. So we'll keep a close eye on that and track proceedings there. Manchester United are in pot 1 for the Europa League draw. Which means they avoid Roma, Arsenal, Lazio, Braga, Real Star Belgrade, Dynamo Kiev, and Olympiacos. It's still going to feel weird to see Cristiano Ronaldo play against, honestly, playing the Europa League. I just can't picture it, I just can't picture it. It's just very bizarre for me, honestly. Extremely bizarre, and I don't know how to really process it. Difficult to take in. But it is what it is, eh? So move forward from it. Press forward. And games come thick and fast. Kemar Roof. Raise the roof for Kemar Roof. Yeah, Rangers FC. They're in the group stages of the Champions League. And they'll play Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli in the competition. So that was the draw of the UEFA Champions League, which will see last season's beaten Europa League finalist, Rangers, in the group stages of the Champions League this time around. Kemar Roof is 29. He's going to be 30 in January of next year. Roof has scored 34 goals in 72 games for Rangers. Last year, scored 16 goals in 36 appearances in all competitions. So that's the situation with Kemar Roof, and we look forward to seeing him back on the pitch quite shortly. We hopefully see see that. Of course, there is interest and has been interest from Sheffield Wednesday, but it hasn't gone further than conversations. Could that change? Yes, but there's been genuine inquiry and a couple of conversations. So that's basically what has happened. Jason Guna says, hoping we keep it no worse than 2. We need to stick to a formation, so we always play a certain way, pick players to suit the formation. That is one aspect to it. What gives you the hope of tomorrow's match, Simon? Is there anything you saw on the field, or is it just a matter of patriotism? Is there anything on the field that gave me hope? Richard King, Fabian McCarthy. Those, for me, were 2 bright sparks in the game. Richard King and Fabian McCarthy. That was it. Like, in terms of what gives me hope for tomorrow's game, once you have life, you have opportunity, and things will fall into place in time. As far as tomorrow's game is concerned, it is and maybe a final opportunity for certain players to strut their stuff. A final opportunity for certain individuals to impress, certain individuals to go out there and make a solid impact in the game. This is a grand opportunity for certain individuals to go out there, because this might be their last time in a Jamaica shirt, or it might be their last time in a Jamaica shirt to make an impact. And they know if they don't pull up their socks, then you're not going to see them against Argentina, and you're not going to see them in the Nations League as well. So, they know what they have to do. And I'll leave it there. Big up Simon. How are you doing? How are you doing, Sion Bowen from Jamaica? Team Cataract Ultras check in. Yep. So if you guys haven't already, I encourage you to check out the interview done with Darren Mattox earlier today. Darren Mattox spoke about the reason why he left Sudan so early, the situation he's in right now. He spoke about his baptism, amongst what his goals and aspirations are like for the future. Remember, this is a man that is Jamaica's all-time leading goal scorer in Gold Cup history. Yeah. And look, he's a goal scorer, eh? We know that. I think he could be more consistent than he is. And that's something for him to work on. But I implore you to check out that interview. It's imperative that you do that. Check out that interview with Darren Mattox, and you will not be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. So ensure you check it out after you watch this video. Yeah, after you watch this video, you check it out. He's getting fit, so that's something for you all to consider. One % of Jamaicans polled said that the 1990 Reggae Boyz is the sportsmen of post-independence. Post-independence Jamaica is 1962. Okay, post-independence. That means that it removes the accomplishments of 1948 of garnering medals at the Olympic Games, 52 in Helsinki, Rome 1960. So it basically cast aside that, because that was pre-independence. Post-independence now, you think about the Jamaicans that contributed towards West Indies dominances from 1980 to 1995, right? Jamaica went the West Indies went 15 years unbeaten. No other sports team in this entire world has gone 15 years unbeaten, and that was West Indies cricket team. Not even Spain's national football team has ever done that before. So let's just put that out there. Okay, let's look at the sportsmen post-independence. All right, post-independence. Let's go to track and field now, post-independence. Donald Corey, all right, Bert Cameron, the bobsled teams. Mike McCallum, 7-time Sportsman of the Year, world champion. Mike McCallum, 1% of Jamaicans? Really? Football, cricket, Chris Gayle, Andre Russell, Grishmar Santoki, Jimmy Adams, Nikita Miller. Interesting. 1%. Not 10, but 1%. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. All right. Cool. I get you. Interesting. Hmm. 1%. I'm still just processing that, 1%. As in one? So we spoke about the UEFA Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League draw. We'll also look forward to the draw of the UEFA Women's Champions League, as Kayla McCoy and her Rangers team, they're unseeded. So it's highly likely that they'll face one of PSG, Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Real Madrid within the group stages of the competition. So this is something that we can look out for. Well, not necessarily the group stages, but the second round, which will serve as another eliminator in the competition. So we'll see. So this should be rather compelling. So today, in terms of the content that was done, you can check out the video in relation to Darren Mattox, Jamaica's record against World Cup winners, and also Lewis Grabban, will he ever represent Jamaica? So these are some videos that you can look at that I encourage you to watch in terms of the layout, and basically it's a good listen, especially the Darren Mattox interview. Trust me, you are all going to richly enjoy it. I promise you. You will not be disappointed. At all. You won't be disappointed at all. It's going to be a refreshing listen. I'm certain of that. So he spoke about his ambitions, what he wants to do and achieve in the game. So it's looking good. And he's keen on that progression, keen on getting back into the fold. Touched on the family matters, touched on the situation in Sudan, which is also another interesting one. So it's going to be good. Trust me, it's going to be good. Reggaeboyz fans, let's see your prediction in the comments. Go in the comments right now and let me see your predictions for the game. So let's see what you got. Let's see your predictions. Put your predictions in the comments and we'll highlight them, bring them up, and then we'll take it from there. And see and compare for tomorrow. That's something we can do. Let's do it, eh? Let's do it. Go ahead, and I'll wait on you guys, and then take it from there. Give you all a moment to do that. So yeah, they're saying, pray for the best tomorrow. Only God can help us. God isn't partial, my friend, but we certainly do hope for the best. Absolutely. My prediction is that only God can save us, so I leave the team at the foot. Okay. Well, we certainly want the best, don't we? Yeah. So that's the situation that we have right now. In the meantime, Chris Binney wins his 10th Caribbean Squash title. Congratulations. Yep, indeed. You guys know who Chris Binney is? Let me show you.
Hi, I'm Chris Binney, and I'm Jamaica's #1 squash player and 9-time Caribbean champion, and you're watching Reggaeboyz Commentary. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share button below.
So that's Chris Binney. That's Chris Binney, from Hopefield Prep to Campion College goalkeeper to Trinity College in the States to Jamaica and Caribbean's #1 squash player and one of the best in the world. One of the best on the planet. That's Chris Binney. That's Chris Binney for you. Jamaica in 2022. Jamaica has only won 2 matches in 2022. They defeated Honduras 2-1, and that came at the National Stadium in March. And Jamaica's other victory came in June in the CONCACAF Nations League, and Jamaica won that encounter 3-1. So that's where we are right now. There's still some work to be decided as it relates to the Nations League, as we don't know as yet where Mexico will play their match against Jamaica. We don't know if the the match will be played at the Azteca Stadium or if it will be in another city. Mexico's home game against Suriname took place at Estadio Corona, which is in Torreon in Mexico. That is in the northern part of Mexico, like you're going to Texas, USA. So, yeah. So Jamaica is guaranteed to be in Group A. Guaranteed to be in Liga of the Nations League for the next Nations League cycle, 2024-2025. Jamaica is guaranteed to be in that next Nations League cycle. And what they need to do now, once they can beat Mexico in Mexico, they're going to the semifinals of the Nations League. Suriname has to play Mexico. If Suriname draws with Mexico, then Mexico goes to the top of the table. But we'll certainly have that conversation another day. Has Giovanni Brown arrived from Exeter? Indeed, he has. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. He has arrived. And he will be keen on ensuring the team has a good debut. So that's something that we're going to be looking towards quite vividly. So Reggae Boyz fans, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Give me your feedback. Your thoughts about the match tomorrow. Big game incoming. Rise up. Hopes are rising higher. The expectation of our nation. Dancing to a brand new beat. Marching to a brand new beat. Down the hillside, through the valleys, and in the street. You got to rise up. Stand and take your place. Shine like the sun. Your journey has just begun. Rise up. Be the best that you can be. Start from the bottom and you reach to the top. No matter where we go, we can't say we can't stop. This is your moment. This is your time now. Now we know. It's not an easy road. 3 o'clock. Another roadblock. Rise up. There's a winner inside you. Just waiting to answer. Answer the call. If you answer the call, you got the voice. Now make your choice. You've got to follow the sun. Believe in who you are. Stand and take your place. Jamaica is a talented nation. If we can beat world number 3 with 2 training sessions in their backyard, then we can do anything. If we can go into an ice box and beat a team, then we can do so. I'm not saying that tomorrow is going to be a day that we are going to win. I don't know what the future will bring. But what I'm saying is that we've accomplished so much things. So just cheer on the boys. Hope for the best. And great things will come. Trust me on that. It will. All right, guys. Trust me. Take care. It's a forward a yard. It's a forward a yard. It's a forward a yard. It's coming home.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts.